it's still the same Saturday. Sunday. The other video is about, but I'm going to carrot is all nice and clean. Carrot is rinsed off. Wow, this knife is really nice. If you're watching this and know how to cook, don't judge me too harshly, okay? I'm working with the most limited supplies. I almost feel like one of those cooking shows. Just make what you can with what you have. You're only given this, this, and this. What would you make? One pot meal. If you were given this style of cooking thing, and only certain ingredients, what meal would you make? Anyways. And I'm actually just going to put these all back in the original bag that they came in because I don't want little bags. I like getting instant noodles because I don't have to flavor things. And then I can just add in all the veggies and the protein and stuff. I am going to work with my flavored noodles today just for the heck of it, to change things up. This carrot was like $3. Technically, I think broccoli is like, this was imported broccoli, so it was probably more expensive than any other broccoli ever, but you know what, I don't really care because it's broccoli and I recognize it and I can cook broccoli. Okay, normally I would steam broccoli. I'm feeling particularly lazy today, so we're just gonna throw it in some soup. Just gonna cut it up into some smaller. Oh, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna throw in the broccoli maybe a little bit later. I don't know. And I don't know what I'm doing. No idea. Okay, this might be more broccoli than I want for this specific meal. Okay. It's like you never realize how much broccoli comes with broccoli until you start cooking with it, and then you're like, wow, this thing of broccoli, it's a lot of broccoli. Okay, I'm gonna use these ones. Set that to the side. I need to be able to put my egg in here. I'm going to use this kind of chili powder. little thing's been crooked. Okay, technically you're supposed to soak these for like 7 minutes before you start using them, so maybe I just soaked them into flavored water and then bring them to a boil. I think this is a serving size of 2. So we need about half of these. I'm sorry to any Thai people watching me. All right, I guess it's time. I have no idea how this is going to go. I'm going to turn on the highest setting, bring everything up to a boil, drop the egg in, let it cook for a bit, then bring it down. Oh, it smells like it has spices. That's good. It might just be spicy. I could always throw some sugar on it. Maybe that would help. Sweet and sour, but sweet and spicy. I think I put too much water in. I think I'm worried it's going to be really spicy. I might actually have to put some of that sugar in here. The egg kind of just disintegrated into tiny pieces, but as long as it gets cooked and it's in there and I eat it, let me turn it off and let it sit for a second. I'll be back. I think this is the most white person looking meal I've ever made in my entire life, but here we go. Yeah, we can reverse it for a second. And I'm going to take a bite, I guess. We're gonna figure out if I need to put more sriracha on it or not. I guess I'm eating this broccoli first. Well, that tastes like broccoli. I do like the texture of the broccoli. That's a carrot. You know, it sure smelled spicy for how little spice it actually tastes. Tastes like egg. Sriracha's my best friend. It's like there is some spice there, but it's in the back. It's not in the front flavor. I'd like to let you know that I added sriracha to the water. Maybe the water is flavorful. I'm just trying to mix the sriracha in more. Maybe I should have put the seasoning in last. Don't you usually want to cook it in seasoning? Don't even ask me. Don't even ask me. I don't even know. Maybe I should invest in some Italian seasoning. Shout out to my last video where you learned that they have Italian seasoning in Old Bay here. I don't know what people use to flavor things other than chilies. I should get my chopsticks out. It's like I want to eat some noodles and something else. Thank you very much. We're getting somewhere. Enough flavor to eat it. And now I'm gonna go watch some YouTube. Why do I always look out the opposite side from the camera? It's happening. It's happening, guys. Why is this the blurriest? The update is that it's so late at night. I don't know where the gecko is. I don't know if I want to know where the gecko is. This is the fastest moving one I've ever seen. Yeah. I'm going to, for my peace of mind, try and close as many things as I can so I don't have to think about him being in them. You think after dealing with this so much 2 years ago, I'd be fine with the geckos, because I'd rather have the geckos than the things the geckos eat. However, I was not mentally prepared to see the guy this late at night, right when I was getting ready to go to sleep. Or for him to be moving that fast. I've never seen him move that fast, so freaked me out. It's fun. I just got some chicken and sticky rice, and I think, actually, no, I'll go this way. I was trying to decide if I wanted to grab a hat or not. I I think I'm gonna go find a place to get a really cold drink. That sounds really refreshing right now. Okay, I'm gonna be kind of fast because I want to try this so bad. I went to a coffee shop. I will include pictures. And this is a strawberry pancake latte. Did so many things. They had like the a million flavored Americanos, and I'm really curious about them. And I'll probably explain more of the little bitty straw. But I want to try this really bad, so I don't even know. It's like cold foam, there's like strawberry down here, milk, espresso. That's so good. Also, it's so flipping hot outside, which could be why I think this tastes extra good. Oh my god. They have like passion fruit, Americanos, lime soda, orange juice, lemonade, which I know that in a lemonade cold brew tastes really good, so I might be going to get a lemonade. They have pineapple. This almost costs the same amount as buying a pack of 5 of these. But, and it also costs like twice as much as my food. Of which I got a chicken leg and rice. I'm gonna cry. I'm so ready to eat it, but I'm going to get a little more situated because I literally just dropped my bag off and ran. Or I didn't even drop my bag off, I just sat down and turned on the camera, so give me a minute. I know some of you would rather see the food than me, and some of you would rather see me than the food, so I guess we're just gonna go back and forth. And hands washed, face washed. Oh my god. You cannot comprehend the level of joy I have right now. So good. I don't even know what it's flavored with. I'm trying to channel the guy that Dad and I watch. You know, it's got like that smoky grilled taste. Oh, it's cooked so well. It's warm, it's good. I didn't cook it, so it's even better. This was 30. Oh man. There's just something about it. the story is the first time I had sticky rice, I was going to a Thai Laos church in the Dallas area. Shout out them if you know who they are. They're the best. And they cooked us so much food, including, they had so much sticky rice. And, first time I had sticky rice. Haven't ever gone back. It's my favorite rice. Do I know what makes it the best? No. It's just that good. That church gave us so much leftovers to take with us, and then when we had our final like get together as a class, someone drove all the way to Abilene, like 3 hours, just to deliver us some Thai desserts, just because they liked us so much. And they're the nicest people ever, basically. I'm gonna finish this up, not on camera, but just know I'm in a world of bliss. International living travel is having issues with your visa and having to make sure you leave the country and come back in before classes start in a week from now. Yeah. So guess who is adding another country to the list? Saturday? This Saturday? This upcoming Saturday? I'm going to be flying out this upcoming Saturday, flying back in on Sunday, so I will be somewhere overnight. Shout out. Shout out. Oh, it's okay. You know what? Everything I say is, you know, one, I say nothing, apparently. One, you get out of things what you put in. So, two, I'm going to make the best of this little trip. I'm going to, you know, read and write and have fun on the planes. Like 3 hours of uninterrupted time. Great. 4, I got a free meal voucher for the 2 flights, so I won't have to spend money on meals during those times. I'm going to make the most of being in another country. Adding another one to the list. Going to make the most of the fact that I don't have to pay for that visa to be in the country overnight. And I'm, gonna figure out what the freak is around the airport, if anything, and if I can do anything while in another country for overnight and, like, a decent portion of the next day. Think, like, oh, no. I'm gonna be in this country longer than I was in Japan when I was flying, and that was 11 hours. How long am I gonna be here? No, I might be in that country for almost a full 24 hours. For safety reasons, I don't know if I feel like staying yet. Granted, I'll let you know after I'm back. Because I don't know when I'm posting this video, or if all of it will be in the one video. So, love you guys. Shout out Dad for helping me. And, department people, because oh my god. It's the only reason I went out and got sticky rice and all that stuff today. I was so stressed out about figuring it all out and the whole app thing. It was a whole mess, and so I was like, I'm going on my walk, and I walked a mile, and I got all the things, and I got fun coffee, and I sat in a coffee shop that was air conditioned for a minute, and I got sticky rice. I also realized I lied earlier. That Americano place does not have lemonade Americano. But I might try the other versions because I know that's a big thing over here. Or find another place with them cheaper because they're kind of expensive, but that's okay. Treat yourself sometimes. I wrote a poem about the gecko, so I'll probably upload that to my blog. Yeah. Yeah. It's late. I'm tired. I went on a slightly longer than intended walk today. Hat is a life changer. I do wonder what an umbrella will be like. I know I shouldn't be embarrassed about using umbrellas because like everybody uses umbrellas, but for some reason it's just like so much attention. I don't even like using umbrellas when it rains. Anyways, I went to this. I was like, let me head down. I wanted to head down the bigger road, which I'll be walking if when we move to those condos that are over there, because I'll have to go from there to there. So I was like, let me walk down this road by myself, get used to it for a second, you know, feel the vibes. Vibes were vibing. It was fine. I was like, I know there's like 5 million coffee shops along this edge. Like, let me just walk into one. I said not to. I was like, let me just walk around. So then I went to the Lotus place, and then I just got some instant noodles, and I really just wanted an ice cold drink. But I didn't like their stuff that was already cold, and then I just kept getting anxious about going up to places that already had people. And I walked, and I was like, let me see if I can just walk over to the 7-Eleven street, because that's like food street. Of course, food street wasn't too food street at this point of the day, which is fine. I just didn't get anything because I had the noodles anyway, so I knew that was. So then I was like, let me just see if I can get home from here. I'm doing all of this without maps. I'm trying to just also, like, one of the best things to do when you go somewhere is, like, get lost, you know? Well, I thought I could get home and then I couldn't, but I did know. I got to the street where I knew there was one turn I had to make to get me back to where Lotus and the roundabout is, which is right where the big street leads to. And I was like, I need literally, like, one turn of directions, and so I had to backtrack like this much, and then that was all I needed the map for, was where it was the turn, because the turn led me to the road that led me to the roundabout. Anyways, I was passing back by all those coffee shops on the big road, and I just stopped into Minimal Coffee. It seemed like the least scary of the ones for myself right now, and then I was like, you know what, I haven't actually ever tried Thai tea before. You know my opinions, I don't really like tea. I don't even know what Thai tea is, but I'm at least trying it, and it's ice cold, so I'm going to chug it anyways. That was a long story to tell you that it's time to try Thai tea. I'm wearing pants, but I rolled them up because it's hot. Oh, I understand now. I did 50% sweet. I don't know if that's normal or not. I could literally chug this whole thing, and for those who know, you know, I'm a sipper. For some reason, like, there's a taste here that tastes kind of like a mocha or hot chocolate, and I don't know how to describe it other than that. But I understand the hype. This is immaculate. I could not imagine sweeter than this. Oh, I think I want to make so many people try this. Oh my god. Anyways, I need to cool off for a second so I can make my lunch. Love you guys. Okay, eating food in a weird spot. I've got new noodles. They're like hot Korean. It's what the package says, I promise. I just realized what that sounds like out loud. I'm so sorry. I think it's like it's supposed to be like a hot Korean barbecue situation. From the smell of this alone, I think it might be like the hottest thing I ever consumed. This is more of like this is not really a soup one, it's like a more like not soup. Alright, I just realized I had so much flavor still on my fork and I was not about to consume all of that at once. Oh. I mean, it's hot. And it's building. But not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Actually, I really like this one. And the noodle consistency. And like, it's the same brand as my other one, but I really like this like brothless one. Like the stir fry-y ones. I just feel like these kind of have a little more flavor because if you put the sauce on after the water, which is what you're supposed to do, then all the flavor just goes directly on the noodles. If you know me, I struggle with food sometimes because I have no appetite, like ever. And these ones are easier to just slam back than like the soup ones are, because the soup ones, the noodles will hide. Can't see how much I've eaten. I think I have to drink all the broth. It's a whole thing. Top tier. This is a really good option for the future. The egg tastes great in it too. This is so good. It's got a good like cheesiness to it. Almost, so nothing about it is supposed to be cheesy, I don't think. And then it has a really good spice. It's on the top of my tongue, or like the front half of my tongue. But there's also a little bit in the throat. Also on my lips, so that's fun. Accidental lip plumper. Oh yeah, no, these are good. Love you. I know that because it puts my mind at ease, I know it will also put many of your guys' mind at ease, those who have been concerned and praying and all that stuff. But Hannah and I put our deposit in for the condo we're going to be moving into, and we are moving into life, so I will be in this place until then, which is totally fine. I'm so surviving here and still living here. Like I'm not just surviving, I'm also living. I'm doing grand. So, yeah, so we're going to be living there. And we're both very excited about it. I'm still figuring out if the third roommate situation is happening or not. But can you tell I'm hot and sweaty? Lord, look how bad that is. God, anyways, I also learned that I asked Hannah about note-taking at school, and she said that it's pretty common for people to, like a lot of her classmates will use their computer, but she handwrites her notes, which I do too, as many of you guys know, so that's fantastic. And then she was also saying well, I asked her where's a good place to like buy like notebooks and stuff, and she basically said like Big C does have things, and that also Big C has things, and then that stationery store, which I already know and love, in the mall has things. So that's great to know. May take a Big C trip today, also just because they have food there. You'll see what I'm looking for in a minute. I'm gonna have to redo my makeup, I think. Hi. Ignore that. Yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna take a Big C trip today because I want to see if I can find that oat milk that they had. Because for those who know, you know I love oat milk. And then I also just want to see if, yeah, their pen and notebook selection. I will be in 3 classes this summer, and I currently have 1 notebook and, like, 1 backup pen for note-taking specifically. I have a lot of pens, but not many for, like, school note-taking. I hope you're having fun with this, and I hope I'm not making you entirely sick if you're watching this and not just listening. Anyways. But yeah. Ignore that. We know that's my catch-all space. I'm doing great. Love you. Okay, we're a little stressed about a lot of things. It's night before orientation, and I'm awake too late. But I have this 100% natural mango mixed fruit juice. I know for a fact it's not just mango this time. I did look at that. There's like white grape and apple and stuff. It sounded like a nice blend this time. Anyways, I'm trying to get yes straight from the carton. Don't judge. I don't have cups, and I don't care because I live alone. Oh, that's nice. Oh, what's the aftertaste? I know it's good. I'm just trying all the varieties of fruit juices. Oh, you're supposed to shake it well before serving? White grape juice concentrate, apple juice from apple juice concentrate, mango from mango juice concentrate. Yep, I got it right. It's good. Still just as good, not shaken well. Dinner is cooking. Okay, standing debrief of the day. Okay, standing debrief. It was orientation day today. And at the end of orientation day, I just go back walking my mile. I've started to decide because school is going to be a lot, obviously, that my intentional mile might come from intentionally taking the longer route to get places so that way I can do 2-in-1 things. Because it's like, I walked to 7-Eleven, I ran out of eggs, I can't remember when Lotus closes. I wanted to pick up that Red Bull cold brew for eventually. So I was like, well, I walked to 7-Eleven. I was like, I don't know when Lotus closes, but I know a route that gets me right beside Lotus. Because I need to pick up more eggs. Well, I took that route, which is the longer route on Food Street. So I took that longer route, and I was walking, and oh my god, traffic is crazy. I'm a little too tired to navigate traffic, so I might have had a few close calls, but not in like a close call way, and like a closer call than I would like it way, and that the car was so, or the bike or whatever was so far away from me, they didn't use a turn signal, so I misread their direction, and I just went, oop, and paused instead. Anyways, instead of going all the way. And so starting to cross the street, I just waited a second longer and then crossed the street. Anyways, I'm safe. Debrief. Yes. Class, great. Got there, was like, I don't know what stairs are. Walked in, was like, I didn't have to get here early enough to figure out where the stairs are. Walked up the stairs. Got to the classroom. Was in the classroom. Started meeting people. Met people. Played people from all over the place. Can't share their stories. We share our own stories in the scenarios. Can't share their story, but lots of cool people. Anyways, and so I'm like, great. All these cool people. Met some familiar faces from last time I was here. We go through 3 presentations. First one was a more get to know you, fun activity, blah 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 blah, all that stuff. Anyways, and then let's see. Okay, and then we had some snacks. There was some fruit. I have guava, which is fun. I don't know how I feel about guava, but I don't hate it. Yeah, this is my juice that I just put into a smaller bottle that I have. Anyways, hear me out. Then we go back in. Then we have this more serious talk about like plagiarism, and then we get into discussion groups to talk about AI and ethical uses of AI in PIAP setting, and all that stuff, which was fun because a lot more people were a lot more willing to use it than I've ever been. So I was like, oh, I'm a minority in this discussion. That's fine. That's fine. But it wasn't like necessarily generative AI. And then I was like, oh, let me take off my lenses here for a second, Lydia. Let's look at it from their point of view. Let's put on their pair of glasses. A lot of them are saying that, oh, I use it to help me translate because I'm translating something English into my native tongue. And sometimes I don't know the big academic word that's in English, or I don't understand the sentence, so I put it into ChatGPT and just ask for it to explain the general understanding of the sentence, but in a lower level English, and therefore I can then translate it into my native language. And I'm like, oh, that is such a smart reason to use AI, to be honest. That's great. Or, yeah, I don't understand this English term because English is not my native language, so I'm going to ask it to explain it in dumber down English. I'm like, oh, smart. This is why you gotta take off your lenses for a second, take off my cultural blindness. Anyways, great. And then we talked about like class times and all that stuff, and I learned that we don't have class on Wednesday. Super exciting. We learned all the places that we are going to, or that we can study. We learned where the classrooms that we're going to be using are. We walked down to the offices. We looked at the offices. I learned there's like free coffee all the time, which is great. We can bring our coffee cups to class. My coffee cup has a lid, so I'm in even better shape. Yeah. Met so many cool people and learned of so many ethnicities and languages that I hadn't heard of, which was really awesome. And then we had lunch, and there's really one fun story from lunch. Well, one, my roomie is, I kicked my leg up and you couldn't even see. My roomie showed up, and I was like, great, I get to sit beside her. And then guess what? Every seat around me filled up, and I was like, oh, guess I won't. But I did get to sit beside people that she'd introduced, a family that she had introduced me to because they live at her current place. And so I did get to talk to them some more, and an Ajahn that I had met the last time I was here, and just like got reintroduced to him, and then someone who is auditing the class, and then another 2 students who are taking the class. So that was a lot of fun. I met some students who will be going into the master's program with me, so I met some of them, which was fun. One who I had the Zoom meeting with last time, so that was even more fun. Yeah, met so many people, and had lunch, and there were some icebreaker questions, and we were talking about funny and embarrassing stories, and I told the story about, like, language learning embarrassing stories, and I told the story about how in Cambodia, when I was teaching, I would be, you know, telling the students, I'd be like, oh, come up to the board, but I'd be like, come on, like, you can do it, and then they were like, yeah, the students find you funny because it sounds like you're saying, like, come on. If you know Khmer, you know who I'm talking about. Don't comment on my butchered language. I haven't spoken it in so long. Or even attempted to speak it in a while. Anyways, they thought I was saying bite chicken, and I was like, oh. So I told that funny story, which was great. And also, another story about German and Greek, and my brain getting confused when it comes to writing things because words. Anyways, very interesting things. So chatted with them, did get to talk to Rumi, and then, but the fun thing about the whole lunch situation is that there was this soup, because they had all these things, and I was like, oh, soup, and it had mushrooms in it, so I didn't really get a lot of the solids. I got some of the, got a lot of the broth, because it looked good, and I was like, I'll try it. And then I'm sitting down, and I hear one of the 2 students that were sitting over there, they're like, oh, this is kind of spicy, and I was like, oh, maybe it's spicy, and so then I drink it, and I'm like, oh, yeah, this is a good level of spice. Like, my tongue's not on fire, you know, I'm only taking like sips of it every now. I'm only like scooping some and drinking some every now and then. I'm like, this is fine. And then one of the family members that I've met who was sitting here was like, oh, like, do you do well with spice? And I was like, oh yeah, like, this soup is great. You know, I was like, oh, I haven't really experimented with the highest level of Thai spicy that I hear is pretty spicy. But, you know, I'm getting there. And then I was like, yeah, like, this soup is great. And then those 2, the family members, and the Ajahn were like, actually, this is kind of technically, like, pretty spicy. Like, this is pretty spicy. And I was like, is it pretty spicy? I was like, not to seem bad. I was like, it is spicy. But I was like, this is considered spicy. I was like, oh. And they were like, oh, you're gonna be fine. And I was like, great. They're like, you're gonna be so okay. And I was like, great. And so now I'm looking forward to not running away from spicy food, which I don't usually, but you know, sometimes I heard Thai spicy is kind of crazy. So now I don't have to run away from Thai spicy food because apparently I'm gonna do great. So I'm very excited. And I told them, I was like, yeah, I go home and try all the crazy hot sauces with my dad all the time. It's a lot of fun. And they were like, ah. And it's like, yeah. Anyways, and then I was really tired by the end. But let me tell you, hold on. I got my books. There's 4. They're weighty. These are like some heavy books. This one's not. It's pretty, whatever. This one is dense. This one's pretty dense too. This one's not as much. Anyways, I got really excited because I was like, oh. I was a girl who loves learning learning about languages. Who's a girl who loves grammar and syntax and all of those things and literally took advanced English grammar for fun. I was the only person who got the 30-point all or nothing the bonus question on the final exam correct. This girl. So I was like, what am I gonna do immediately when I get home? Pull open a book, read the introduction. I'm looking through this one. I'm looking at the chapter titles. I'm reading things. I'm like, oh my gosh. I read the description of chapter 3 and the introduction, and they're like, yeah, you know what you're gonna find in see if I can find the page. You know what you're gonna find in chapter 3? Syntax, the sentence patterns of language. I said, syntax, the sentence pattern of language. Hold the freaking phone. So you know what I find in chapter 3? You know what I find in chapter 3? Let me find a good example. This is what I find in chapter 3. My old schoolhouse, my best
friend, sentence tree diagrams. I'm saying, what do you mean? What do you mean I had a whole semester of learning how to do this in advanced English grammar and I might get to do it again? I will at least get to read about it again. This means I can find the most random sentences in any of my books and anything like that. And sentence diagram again? You mean that? So I'm so flipping excited. So I read that one. I read the introduction and maybe just the introduction. No, I started reading into chapter 1 because I was so curious. And then I have like grammar, and I want to read a little bit of analyzing grammar. Oh, sorry. I want to read a little bit of this grammar book because grammar is 8:30 Monday, and it's the morning class every day, and I'm so excited for analyzing grammar. I don't think you understand. I'm a girl who loves grammar. Okay, so I'm just really excited for that class. And it's funny because I know that class is hard because people are like, grammar! And I'm like, grammar. Heart eyes for grammar. So, yeah, I'm probably going to pre-read some of that. And then the other ones are like phonetics and stuff, phonetics and phonology. And I know nothing about those. So I probably will try and read the introductions of all of these before Monday. And then, if you don't know, I bought this book in Oxford, and I've been trying to read some of it so I can just get the most basic, like, linguistics introduction, which is what this class is supposed to do. So in theory, I shouldn't have to read this at all, but, like, literally, sentence diagrams, like, why wouldn't I read it? Why wouldn't I read it? And if you know about Saturday and Sunday, which you will eventually, I'm gonna have time to read. So, I'm excited, for all the linguistic stuff, and I may have cried when I saw sentence diagrams, so shout out to that professor at ACU who I will definitely be messaging. Love you guys. Oh. I don't know what oversharing or undersharing means for you guys, but we're gonna talk about realities here. I am on my period for the first time. We already know my appetite's whack. My appetite gets even more whack when I'm on my period. So I found this Meiji. I don't know how to pronounce it. Don't kill me. Protein. High protein, so I can at least get protein. I think it's coffee flavored. I did see they had a coffee flavored milk, and I almost got that to put in my milk and then to put in my coffee, and then I was like, might be a bit too much, Lydia. I do have one of those protein oat drinks, but I want to actually put that in my coffee. So, we're gonna try this. Tastes like a protein drink that's like less flavored. No, it does have a good, like, the coffee taste is a good coffee taste. For those concerned, I also bought a thing of onigiri to eat. I also acquired more eggs so I can make noodles and eggs again because I ran out of eggs. And I also got these. I'm not eating them yet. I will eat them later. But they're frozen ice balls, lemon flavored. I hope they're really good. I've seen these, like, these style of things, mostly grape flavored, like, everywhere on the YouTubes, on the internets. And I know that they have the grape ones, at my other store, at my 7-Eleven that I go to all the time. But I have never wanted grape, and these are lemon. So, I'm excited to try these later. But yeah. I'm impatient. It's just funny because they're mornings. It's not like I have to be patient. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but ooh, they sound like they're gonna be sour. I'm really curious if this is just gonna be like an ice ball or if it's gonna have a weird texture. Oh, cold. It's so good. Oh, it's so hard to eat, but it's so good. It's like the perfect lemon taste. It's sweet and like a little bit of soury. Ice. There is something about just eating ice that throws me off a little bit. Eating this texture ice. Sometimes it squeaks a bit. The sound is actually so horrible, but it tastes wonderful. I learned the airport I'm going to be stuck at, it has 7-Elevens, which is beautiful. And I also get to pick up, more souvenirs for people, which are awesome. As in, my boyfriend, and my little sister, because, yeah, there's the two I got stuff for in Japan. So I guess I'm just going to continue getting the things. Because why not? Anyways, love you.